What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Brian with Living Jeeping and Adventuring. Today it is cold air intake day. It finally showed up. It actually showed up yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to work on it. So today's the day. It's getting cold air intake. We're gonna drive it afterwards and see if there's any kind of power gain. I did have a couple comments on the spacer that we did. I still feel like I feel a difference. It could just be all in my head, but we're gonna get this cold air intake on and drive it again and see if there's any change there. So stay tuned. Okay, so here it is, all laid out. Got your cone and your box and your tube and your gasket and everything you need. So we're gonna go over here and start taking all this old stuff off and see how easy this is. It's probably pretty straightforward, but this is going to be more of like a how-to. So if you don't know how, or you're thinking about putting one of these on there, this would be a good video to watch. Alright, so all the instructions say is we're going to need 10mm socket, 8mm socket, 13mm wrench, and a pry tool. So collected all that stuff. Now we're going to start undoing everything. First thing I'm going to undo is these little gear connectors. Seems all you need is a pry tool, but these little buggers are in there. Alright, let's go get some side cutters. Get the bad boys out. Alright, so I'm not going to cut them, I'm just going to pry them with my side cutters. Like so. That's out of the way. So now we got two 10mm bolts. Let me show you where they're at. We got two 10mm bolts here and here that are going to have to come out, and then your hose clamp right here, you're gonna have to take that loose, and then the rest should pop out. We'll see. So take these tins out. Now, I don't know if we're gonna need to reuse any of this hardware, so we're not gonna get rid of it. Loose that up. Oh, and you got this little piece here that has to come out, but it's pretty simple to do. You can almost do it one-handed. So you push it in here pretty hard and slide that off. That's all you do. You push it in and slide it that way. So slide it back a little bit here. Reposition you. So now we're going to pop this off. Oh, I forgot a tab. Better pop that one off there before I rip something. This little tab right here. Pop that one off. Now let's slide this up. Alright. So we got one more 10mm bolt right here at the end, right there. loosen it up, and then we should be able to pull this whole assembly out. So let's try to pop this out of there. There it goes. One big assembly. Comes right out and just pops out of there. We'll set that off to the side. And then go over there and grab the constructions, as my daughter calls it. See what we need. So the instructions just say to remove and retain the rubber grommets that's on the bottom of the box we just pulled out. We have to install them back in the original location. Install the adapter mounts. So let's get that stuff ready. Okay, so those grommets, they go here and here, if you're looking down in there, and then these pieces that come in the kit kind of wedge down in there like that, and then like that. All right, back to the constructions. Okay, so I got a step ahead of myself. We're not supposed to install these yet. Don't put those in yet. We're supposed to put those on the bottom of this. Comes with the hardware. You take your shield and you kind of mount these to your shield piece. And then this part of the instructions say these are a 14, even though it didn't say we would need a 14, but evidently we do. Careful. This metal does hurt when you smash your finger on it. Okay. Those are in. Now, what is the next step? Now we take this and lower it down into those grommets down there. And kind of pop it in place. There we go. And this little guy, I'm assuming is going to go right in here. So you take that bolt out, and then it should kind of go just like that. Alright, so once this is pushed in all the way, get yourself a 10mm wrench and take this bolt right here out, second one in. I don't know if my zip gun will fit in there. Yeah, it does. And you're going to replace it with this grommet that came in the kit. So you just kind of screw it in there in place of that bolt you took out. Screw it all the way in by hand. Now there's two bolts that hold this bracket on, so it's not really a big deal to take that one out. But you are replacing it. So there we go. Now that's going to be a good solid fit. now that you have that piece tight, you can come over here to your parts and grab your pipe here, and then these grommets, these other little grommets here, and slap them on there. So get you a clamp, and kind of pay attention to how this sits in the vehicle, because it's going to matter how you put your clamps on. You want your clamp tightening point facing up. It's just something real easy to get to. Then you slide them on. There we go. It's all the way on there. And do the same with the other side. Make sure you're pointed up. It'll just make things a lot easier. Done, move on to the next step. Oh, and it does say to remove your temperature sensor from your old air boot. We got it sitting over there, so we'll get it out, we'll put it in here, and then we'll go take that and move on to the next page of instructions. Start the installation of the boot. Okay, so this temperature sensor can sometimes be a pain, but they're pretty easy to get out. Easiest way is find you a little pick, put it in underneath that tab, and once you have it up high enough, you can turn it, and once you turn it, it'll just pop right out. So be very careful, because you have to have this for the vehicle to run right. So don't try and manhandle it and get it out of there all rough and stuff. So now you have your temperature sensor out, you can go ahead and install it into the new boot. You're going to need this other little grommet that comes with the kit first, and work it in there, and then you can install the temperature sensor. So once the once you get your temperature sensor in there, you can go ahead and pop this onto your throttle body, hopefully. It might be easier to do it off of the intake tube. Let's see here. It's going to be a very snug fit, I think. Very, very snug. There we go. That's on there. Okay. Now we can put our clamps on. All very snug fitting stuff here. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. Alright, so both clamps are on right here. That was kind of a pain in the butt, but I got it. I've got my air cleaner. I'm going to go ahead and zip this down tight using the right socket. Well, that's not even the right socket. See, sometimes these kits don't tell you everything that you Phillips head, well that's not a Phillips head, but a flathead screwdriver will work just fine. So this clamp that I'm tightening up right now holds this center piece in right there. Now this drops down into here. And comes out that side. Now, let's not forget this clamp. Let's put that clamp on. And don't tighten any of your clamps until you get the whole thing together, because if you do, it's going to be kind of hard to wiggle around to get where you need to be. That's on. Now we can tighten clamps up. I got 4 to tighten. Just make sure they're tight. You don't want anything coming loose on you. There we go. Okay. We are almost finished. So now, the next thing is this rubber gasket here. Go around here. Somehow or another. Yeah. Just kind of pushes on there. Just all the way around. That way you're not compromising your hood. That's not getting into your hood or anything. Alright, there it is. Final product. Everything installed, hooked back up. Don't forget to hook your temperature sensor back up. I just kind of zip tied it out of the way there. So I'm gonna keep this going. We're gonna start this Jeep up and see what she sounds like now. Supposed to be able to hear a big difference. We'll see. Well, let me get you set up here. Alright. Here we go. Let's go start this bad boy. I can't really hear a difference, but I'm not driving it yet either. Okay, so we are running. This is going to be the first drive with the cold air intake. Let's see what she does. You can definitely hear the intake. You can hear it on camera or not, but you can definitely hear the roaring of it. That was pretty neat. We'll get up here and get stopped, and we'll do it one more time. We're stopped again on a straight stretch. Let's see how she sounds. If there's a power difference, there's definitely a sound difference though. This intake is very loud, I will give it that. Horsepower gain, I don't know if I felt anything. There's some people are saying I didn't feel anything when I did throttle body spacer, but that's neither here nor there. With this intake, I'm just not sure if I feel the power difference. I really don't think I do. Sound difference, yes. Power, I don't think so. that being said, it's very good product, very easy to install. It only took about 45 minutes and I was going kind of slow. So that being said, do me a favor, like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and if you like where this is going, go ahead and check out this video here and this video here for previous things that I've done on this Gladiator. I'm starting to really enjoy this thing. I'm planning on taking it out very soon, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know how much video footage I'm going to get of it, but I am excited about taking it out. Still planning on the Windrock thing next weekend. Hope the weather holds out. If it don't, then I may not go, but we'll see. So again, thanks for watching. Like the video, comment, share, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.